All right, listen. This is how it's gonna work. So, at the end of this, everybody's gonna send their results to Josh, because Josh don't be really saying nothing in the group chat. So it's gonna go to Josh. I'm not gonna know who it is. Josh is gonna tell me the results after. Even though he's not here right now, just it's gonna go to Josh. How this gonna work is, Zay is gonna present his argument. I'll present my defense. At the end of that, we'll both give our closing statements, and then y'all can send y'all votes into Josh after. So, go ahead, take the floor.
All right. So pretty much, right. What this boils down to is the fact of him making a comment and violating his own rules. The rule states you cannot make any type of slick comment or anything to the sort, right? Am I wrong in that? Anybody care about that?
I'm not. You do your job. I'm just here to listen.
Okay, facts. So, long story short, right, it says you cannot make any... Let me share my screen with y'all. Make sure. Right? It says... Thank you. It says, no subtle comments, messages involving vetoing or upholding trades. So what does that mean? I think that's up to interpretation on what that means, right? You had a statement that was made last year by Lopez, right? That wasn't anything in particular negative, but it just implied a statement in general. It wasn't anything specific. It didn't say anything about a specific trade or anything to the sort. It was just interpretation, right? All I'm saying is that I've never seen worse trades from someone since Pez's trade raping himself in Jamar's league. If you know, you know, right? What I'm stuck on right now is the fact that he said, I've never seen worse trades from someone. Trades with an S. It's plural. It's not specific at all. It's not talking about my Tyreek Hill trade. It's not talking about the Derrick Henry trade. It could be implying anything. And by the rule, that is a negative comment regarding trades in general, and there are open trades still out there. So it doesn't say one thing to the other. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's it. That's the argument.
Okay. So today, first person to break the news of the Derrick Henry trade being vetoed was Pez. The message from me after what was sent was, everyone is free to talk about that trade, but I need all veto confirmations in, or the trade will still stand 24 hours from when the trade was accepted. During this time, Isaiah implies that I am subtly trying to get his trade vetoed. The message he believes that is tampering is, I've never seen worse trades from someone since Pez trade raping himself in Jamar's league. If you know, you know. So for those who remember, Isaiah did make a trade last year trading away Tyreek Hill for essentially nothing, which cost himself a playoff spot. And that trade has been talked about a lot on many occasions, whether it be in person with another owner, on the podcast, in this group chat, or in the Power Rankings video. And it was even in the most recent Power Rankings video too, when the messenger implied that, are you going to trade away Tyreek Hill for a bag of chips again? So my message was implied at his bad trade from 2023 and his bad trade from Derrick Henry. Now what he's saying is taking it out of context, and it's really a stretch from what he's trying to imply on that trade. On that message. If he doesn't have actual definitive proof on it, but just it might be this, or I don't know what it is, but it could be that, that's not nothing definitive of I'm trying to get his trade vetoed. And so, let's see, 1 second. Okay, so nobody remembers or even cares about like mid-tier trades, because the trade that you're talking about, I'm talking about is the Michael Pittman trade. No one actually cares about that trade, nor do I. And how would anybody know that I don't care about that trade? Well, I'll just show you that I don't care about that trade. Just give me a second to bring it up. So that trade with Michael Pittman was accepted at 12:26 today. It came in. I don't know if y'all can see this or if it's backwards, but I never voted on the trade. I never vetoed it. I never upheld it because I didn't care about that trade. So if I didn't care about that trade, why would I tell or try to subtly imply others to go veto that trade. There was only actually one veto confirmation that came in for that trade, and it was before my subtle message to try to get your trade vetoed. I don't care about your Michael Pittman trade because it's a mid-tier trade. Nobody cares to even vote on those trades. Like I said, I only got one veto confirmation in. I don't even know how many actual vetoes are on a trade if no one else sent their veto confirmation in. The only trade that people care about was the one where you were fleecing yourself, trading away Derrick Henry for a kicker and Ramon J. Stevenson. And as the league knows that anything that I do is always criticized by Zay. And
here you go. Oh my god.
Let me finish. So let me bring it up real quick. Give me 1 second. When on September 3rd, when Josh was getting his suspension, his charges brought up, like I said, we reached out to every owner. That's how I always went about it. Every owner got that besides Josh, but Josh did get let known in the group chat. The messages between me and Isaiah that day, it was kind of I don't even know the word to put on it, but it was weird because the rules were already stated, and when I had told Isaiah that the long message I sent to everybody, everyone got the same message. Isaiah's response was, is he choosing not to pay or does he have some other shit going on? And so I said,
real nigga shit.
If so, that should have been made out to me before, but as of right now, I have no money from him and has yet to been sent in, and I do not know why. So he asked, Isaiah said to me, did you ask? If bro financially don't got it, I'll cover him, to be honest. I think it's lame to blast bro if he don't got it. And if he's just choosing not to pay, that's different or forgot. So my statement to him was, everyone knows the rules, and ignorance isn't an excuse. Josh is his own man and is responsible for himself and his payments. I'm not here to debate the rules, but just to follow and enforce them. His response was, you're weird in real life. Okay, so you didn't send this to the main chat because... And I said, if you read the rules, you would know that I would send this to the league owners, and then it'll be announced to the league as a whole. And last message was, got your feelings, you're a grown-ass man. Now, honestly, I don't believe Isaiah knows the rules, but he wants to pay attention to the rules when he's trying to go at somebody else. As you could tell, he didn't pay attention. He didn't know when the rules were posted. He didn't know about the new trial system of the rules, about the suspensions being brought up. So it doesn't add up for what Isaiah is trying to go after. It's almost feeling like he's grabbing at straws. And I just think this is a desperate attempt to try and get a win since he lost in week 1 and got his trade vetoed. And that's all I have to say on that. And then you can give your closing arguments.
Okay, I think just overall in general, you tried to challenge my accountability, and I think everything that you said may have some merit in some way, shape, or form. But I will say, right, at the end of the day, your job is to enforce the rules, and you broke your own rule. You were not specific about anything that you said, which is up to interpretation of anybody who read it. It does not matter that nobody else vetoed the trade after you said it. It does not matter at all. It's the fact that you said it, and it's up to interpretation. You put it out there. That's what matters. All that other shit does not matter in this situation. I think I stood on business. Well, I don't even know Chris like that. But real nigga shit. Like, if you don't have the bread or you got some shit going on, I would have covered, bro. Because I'm a real nigga like that. That's just what I would do. But like, what it boils down to is the fact of you broke your own rule. All that other shit does not matter. You spoke on a trade and was not specific in what you were talking about, which makes you guilty. That's it. That's borderline. End of the day, like, there's nothing else to say. All that other shit is cute, but you broke your own rule. That's it.
All right, my closing argument to everybody is I want all league owners to think about if you're up here on this stand defending yourself. If you want your fellow team owners to be serious and hear you out, you wouldn't want them to vote against you because they might be your rival, that they might dislike you, or some of the things that you do, or they might be your head-to-head matchup for that week. You would want them to make a decision with integrity and vote with a belief in the system of this league and on the rules. No one wants their players suspended, and if you are up here right now, you want to trust the league to do the right thing. This accusation is nothing more than a disgruntled owner scraping out an attempt to get back at me for his bad Derrick Henry trade being vetoed in an attempt to go against me in week 3 without a player of mine on my roster. And I believe in the league to do the right thing here. And I rest my case. And that's all.
Heard.